One of the most difficult things we face is comparing ourselves to others. We often wonder, why is she so good at this, and I'm not? But we forget that our journeys are different. We can't judge our progress by someone else's. Think about it. If a fish tried to jump as high as a bird, it would always feel inadequate no matter how well it swam through the deepest ocean. These days, social media has made this comparison even harder. We look at someone else's success and feel our own life isn't enough. We forget about our own strengths. This constant comparison can lead to sadness. But today's story is for anyone who's ever felt like they're not enough. Take a moment to listen, because this story could change how you see yourself. Once upon a time, in a quiet village by a vast forest, there lived a young boy named Liam. He was a kind-hearted and hard-working boy, but he had one big problem. He was always comparing himself to others. Whenever he saw his classmate Ethan getting top grades, Liam would feel frustrated, thinking, "Why can't I be as smart as him?" When he saw his neighbor Jake with a beautiful house, he thought, "Why don't I have wealth like him?" Even when he watched someone running faster than he could, he thought, "Why can't I be as fast as them?" These thoughts kept Liam feeling sad and dissatisfied with his life. One day, an old wise man named Grandpa Tom came to the village. He was known for giving great advice, and everyone loved listening to him. Liam decided to talk to him about his frustration. He said, "Grandpa, no matter how hard I work, I always feel like someone else is better. I can never be like them." Grandpa Tom smiled and said, "Meet me at the large oak tree tomorrow morning, and I'll show you what you need to see." The next day, Liam arrived at the oak tree, where Grandpa Tom was already waiting. The old man said, "Take a look around you and tell me what you see." Liam looked around and said, "I see so many different trees. Some are tall, some are short, some are green, while others have flowers." Grandpa Tom asked, "What if the short tree compared itself to the tall tree and said, 'Why am I so small?' Or what if the tall tree said, 'I wish I could be full of flowers like the other trees?' How would that sound?" Liam laughed and said, "That would be silly. Each tree is different, and that's okay." Grandpa Tom smiled and said, "Exactly. Now think of the entire forest. What does it feel like?" Liam looked around, feeling the peacefulness of the forest, and said, "It feels calm and beautiful. Everything seems to fit perfectly." Grandpa Tom nodded. Just like life. Every tree is different, but each has its own value. The small trees provide shelter, the tall ones give shade, and the flowered trees add beauty. They all have their strengths, just like you. Every person has their own talents. Don't compare yourself to others. Embrace your unique qualities. Then Grandpa Tom took Liam to a nearby river, where a fish was swimming in the water, and a bird was soaring above. What if the fish said, "I wish I could fly like the bird"? Grandpa Tom asked. "Would that make sense?" Liam replied, "No, Grandpa. Fish are made to swim, and birds are made to fly." Grandpa Tom smiled gently. "Then why try to be like someone else? You were made to do something great too. Focus on your own strengths, and you'll find your way." From that day on, Liam stopped comparing himself to others. He focused on his own path, his talents, and his work. Slowly, his confidence grew, and he started achieving more than he ever imagined. Years later, Liam started his own business and became a role model for the village. When someone asked him, "How did you become so successful?" he smiled and replied, "I stopped comparing myself to others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it swims, it can conquer the oceans." Remember, you don't need to shine at the same time as everyone else. The sun and the moon both have their own time to shine, and both are important. Find your path and walk it with confidence. That's when real success will come. If this story inspired you, share it with others. And remember, never compare yourself to anyone else.